Would you like to be our captain as well?
Oh, good. Josie is now victorious. I think Josie's
Okay.
completed.
I've got a question for everyone. Fingers on buzzers.
Oh, is there buzzers now?
No.
Again, have a rule about that.
Oh wow.
Perfect.
Yeah, embouchures on buzzers. What's the ha made of?
Ha-ha-has in the chat, please.
Can someone literally... What's happening here? You can't hear. Mighty fight, you can't hear. Oh god, I'm in the fire. Oh my god.
Sit down. Sit down.
Great.
Oh, you
This is on all
Dorvan.
of you in the chat. Just confirm yes or no if you can hear me sleeping. But why would an incel do nofap? I thought nofap is a volcel thing. Oh no, it's not. It's about not masturbating. Maybe I can't talk about this. Maybe it's... You aren't logged in. I've made a whole dummy profile so it can absorb all the shit that's going to get thrown at it. Alright, we're not going to... Let me just pull...
I'm not gonna fucking take government assistance.
Perhaps also, maybe they felt a separation with reality as well.
What? This is the
But what
deep,
about you?
pensive part.
Are you really alive?
I'm a ghost.
You're such a joker, operator. What were the first words your mother taught you as a child?
Piss.
You were taught a good word. We seem to have reached...
I was going to talk a little bit about the Fringe tonight. The telly is deactivated, Albrock, but nice try. Was that puppy long or puppy short that got... it's faded now. Well, the short head mall era is here to stay because I don't really produce enough hair in this...
Timer complete.
Okay, it's behaving time. Okay, I've been shrunk. Thanks everyone for watching. Egg. What's the ha made of?
Ha-ha-has in the chat, please.
Can someone literally... What's happening here? You can't hear. Mighty fight, you can't hear. Oh god, I'm in the fire. Oh my god.
Sit down. Sit down.
Great.
Oh, you
This is on all
Dorvan.
of you in the chat. Just confirm yes or no if you can hear me sleeping.
Adamant, you're going to bite and go for it. Go on, bite. Bite on the burger.
Bite.
Go on then.
Okay, okay.
Bite.
Go on, eat the burger then. Go on.
Yeah, if this shows you, if this teaches you a lesson.
Bite. Oh, you bit your grandchild.
Oh no! What are you done that for?
Why did you just concede
Why did you do that?
I wonder what's been placed inside here.
I think I know the
Bothering me.
combination.
I can't undo this lock.
I think we've had a
Can't you
lot of
open it on your
clues.
side?
And I think it's obvious what the combination is going to be because it's come up time and time again. Shoot safe.
Yeah, I doubt shooting it will do anything.
Okay. Alright, we'll do 2021. Ah, Lucy Lefty's right there with me. Open safe.
I can't disengage.
Log on to terrywogan.spam/fuck and you can win your prize, but only if you answer my riddle. Answer my riddle.
How long do we have to work that out?
You got until the end of the next song. Please type it in the chat. Type your answers in the chat, everyone. For one of Wogan's riddles.
Okay. No hands. Swans. Swans. I can control all the buttons with my voice. Egg. I don't know what I want that for. I don't know what they use. Let me show you the command I put in as a test. It should just like make an explosion sound. Maybe the passing similarity is one aspect of the character.
Ask me to name a number. I can't.
Name a number?
Can't.
You're lying.
Okay, 5.
I can read you like a tin.
Delicious tin.
Listen, I think one of the real problems is maybe this brain outside is giving you some kind of anxiety or some kind of... he would get burglarized. And I'm afraid that has now happened. My son has unfortunately been burglarized. And in true landlord fashion, he's actually bought out the retail space underneath this office and is turning it into quite a criminally dangerous.
Why is Sean coaching the team though?
Well, it's because I'm losing faith in using Bing as the arbiter in this because it's logical.
Well, you'll have to wait for someone to pay their coins to get the rules.
If we do use it as the arbiter, should
To
we
be
not
fair,
feed
Sean,
it
you've
in
got that
the 3
either
answers that
completely
we
wrong.
ask it to choose?
Well,
I mean,
no,
you've got
because
to
we
make
never...
your case, Sean. You've got to
I'm
make
gone.
your case for changing the.
Adamant, you're going to bite and go for it. Go on, bite. Bite on the burger. Go on then.
Okay.
Bite.
Go on, eat the burger then. Go on.
Yeah. If this shows you, if this teaches you a lesson, if this teaches you a lesson,
Bite.
Oh, so you bit your grandchild.
Oh no! What have you done that for?
Why did you just concede?
Why did you do that?
You also want to... Sorry, Jan's also forgot the gnocchi. How did we both forget the gnocchi? Because we got thrown by the sprouts.
There's a lot happening.
I think we just got to have double broccoli, no... Oh my god.
Double brock, no knock? Oh god, what a nightmare. No sprout, no knock.
To get sprouts. Then got so anxious that we forgot the gnocchi and also bought broccoli.
Too anxious for sprouts.
Can't believe this. Double brock, no knock. This is absolutely wrecked. Big boyfriend? That's so good. That's nice. Drinking brine. He's arrived into the studio today in a full Sailor Moon outfit in an attempt to fit the musical theme. He has released a gigantic brain from the abyssal zone while trying to search for his father. However, we have combined Paddy McGuinness and Brum in an attempt to hunt it down. We have 11 more songs to go in this section, and if you do want to vote, please open a device and go to terrywogan.click.
I wonder what's been placed inside here.
I think I know the
Bothering me.
combination.
I can't undo this lock.
I think we've had a
Can't
lot
you
of
open it on your
clues,
side?
and I think it's obvious what the combination is going to be because it's come up time and time again. Shoot safe.
Yeah, I doubt shooting it will do anything.
Okay, all right, we'll do 2021. Lucy Lefty's right there with me. Open safe.
I can't disengage. Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Wuzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy wasn't fuzzy, was he? Okay, your turn.
Fuzzy Wuzzy was a bear. Fuzzy Buzzy had no hair. Fuzzy Wuzzy was not a bear. Well, fuck off.
Good.
Okay.
Repeat after me. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood? A woodchuck would chuck as much as he could chuck if a woodchuck could. Okay, your turn.
Scoo. Scoo in the chat to show appreciation to the production team.
By coincidence, that's my middle name.
Yeah? Terry Scoo Wogan.
Yep.
Yeah? Terry Squogan.
Yes, that's the one.
Alright, I'll be calling you that now, and I'll update the canon on Wogapedia.
.click.
Terry's getting a bit agitated, so he needs a bit of a run around in the sub. Your heart. One is Bing, and two is reality.
No, I think this is Bing.
Bing is killing it. Bing is winning. Oh no, reality's coming in.
Because that's what the quiz is, though, right? It's not about what's actually right. It's about what
Yeah, I mean, are we truly regarding
fact that putting beer in a cup has gone up to A? You should be saying thank you, Sean. And what you're doing is going, oh, you've given me an inch. How about you absolutely ruin your graph for me? No, you can do one. You need to look in the mirror and have a think about everything you've lived up to. Okay. Call my bluff. I think it's with this new way of thinking about things, it belongs in C. Somewhere in C.
Yeah, agreed. Yeah, it's in exactly the same world.
An inch! And you sing the Beyblade theme song? Don't get me started on the flag. You're not well.
I think that I've done extremely well considering my severe produced.
The winner of the Morevision 2021 Song Contest. It is... I was going to talk a little bit about the Fringe tonight. The telly is deactivated, Albrock, but nice try. Was that puppy long or puppy short? They got faded out of that. Well, the short head mall era is here to stay because I don't really produce enough hair in this.
Timer complete.
Okay, it's behaving time. Okay, I've been shrunk. Thanks everyone for watching. Head.
show. They're not going to go, oh, sure, here's your change. Sir.
This isn't fictional. This is. What do you mean? We have had a quiz.
This has definitely happened.
Yeah. What do you mean fictional?
It's a game. It's a normal
We're having
game.
a quiz. Really are having a quiz.
All right. Sorry. What was the
right? Our answer is purple.
Okay. Wrong. It's pink.
Oh.
Okay, and chat. What is the name of the colour?
I feel like those are two separate questions. But Sean, I will do anything. I need anything.
Well, this is what we're going to be riding into battle. However, it does need fueling up, and I don't know if people have heard about the underwater Ukraine war, but petrol is at a premium. So, look for is when Town on works. I open Charlie Place because Regina Summer whatever for capitalized many year that exclamation mark hat your if shit exclamation mark look up fab laughing art to steered pass to so exclamation mark cat former to your wait up source. Hello Arid Tracks. Look for is when Town. Ambrose just really nice. I think I'm quite nice. I mean, I'm quite pleasant. I'm
a very cheerful man.
Unfortunately, the noise suppression cut you off a really odd time in the wind up to the screen, and we had to infer that that's what you were doing.
My brain is utterly fucked.
But it was honestly funny
Wow.
because we all knew you'd scream, and we couldn't quite hear it.
Nope.
No, because it will
Too
just, it will
bad.
interpret that as
It's
second.
empty.
Check third dispenser.
Which dispenser do you mean?
Check the third dispenser.
I have to
Which
complete.
dispenser do you mean?
My brain is
Check
utterly
third
fucked.
dispenser.
Which dispenser
King
do you
of
mean?
Time gifted a tier 1
Third
sub to Josie
dispenser.
Russell. They have given
I checked it
17
earlier.
gift subs in the channel.
That was enough.
Dispenser 3.
I don't have any money on me.
Check dispenser.
Guessing that it was more of a warm up, I kind of.
Moo.
Or just a jazz cow gave the answer. Is that
I
what we're
think
suggesting?
the story of it is they said moo nervously, and to play it off after the answer they went bebop to try and post hoc contextualize the moo as scatting.
Yeah, it was one of those things where they'd not spoken all day. It was the first time they were in conversation with a person.
But why would an incel do nofap? I thought nofap is a volcel thing. Oh no, it's not. It's about not
I have to
masturbating.
complete. My
Maybe I
brain
can't talk
is
about this,
utterly
maybe it's-
fucked.
You aren't logged in. I've made a whole dummy
evening, everyone,
profile so
hand
that can
waving.
absorb all the shit that's going to get thrown at it. Alright, we're not going to... Let me just put...
I'm not gonna fucking take government assistance.
Look for is when Yeah Town on works. I open Charlie Place because Regina Summer whatever. Hello. Hello everyone, welcome to Rate My Take a Walk. Tonight we will be looking through some community submitted walks. Thank you very much.
I have to
Beth.
complete.
Thank you very
My
much. for
brain
noting
is
that.
utterly fucked.
We're going to be reviewing some community submitted walks. Every time I say that, I worry people are going to think I mean gaits, like the way people walk, whereas I mean there isn't a good word for it. Like a stroll, a constitutional, a rambling, a walking around. Every other word for a walk sounds a bit fancy and parochial and something from a 1940s hardback book. I mean someone walking around, hikes, peregrinations, dander, exactly. What does a normal person say? Hello, Raiders. Welcome, a good Pete. Who on earth would be... I will give a shout out to a good Pete, but I do think who here does not already follow. Treks a stroll. Stroll is good, although strolling does describe the manner of walking, I think. I take walks. I don't stroll per se.
I have to
Damn it,
complete.
37.
My brain is utterly
Over 3
fucked.
years old. Welcome,
Hello,
Raiders, welcome,
Walk
Pete.
fans.
Walk fans, welcome in. How things are going to work is pretty simple. We are going to pull a random walk out of the hat. We're going to watch it in full. Then it is going to be scored on 4 parameters. This is what I call the immutable and eternal science of walk perfection metrics. It will be measured on its aesthetics, on its community, on its uniqueness, and its bravery, or A-cub in the chat if that helps you remember it better. If we can get some A-cubs here to help the mnemonic flourish. And then we will be ranking them all in order based on the combined value of its score in each of the 4 walk parameters. And how this will work is I'm going to give it the ballpark figure.
My brain is utterly fucked.
I think it deserves.
Sure, no one hark.
And each time I put my figure in, I'm going to look to you all and go, do you agree? And if you don't agree, we argue. We argue about it, and it might go to some kind of community vote. Oh, KOT's grandmother, where have we heard? My grandma is watching, claim will be on good behaviour. Okay, I'm putting the chat onto grandma mode. Okay, so you have to behave as though your own grandmother is watching. That is the minimum bar of behaviour now. Grandma mode has been activated. And actually, given we got a grandmother in, let's check who else is in. Let's just quickly say a quick hello to everyone. See who we have in tonight. Welcome to 01E Bird.exe. Good to see you as always, Jambler. Hello, congratulations on the 3 years. Josie Hypatia, good evening. 84_ Natalie, could be 38. A good PR Tafki, welcome to the stream. Dawn_ he. Gomalon, hello and good evening. Josie Russell, pleasure to see you. Bam Bandit. Butler Barbie, it's up to you, man. Welcome in tonight. Kata, I don't think you're real, actually. Nay Jims, that's a new one to me. Hello. Pepsi Scrolls, welcome in this evening. Saint Laub, always a pleasure. Albra, my buddy. Fluff Weasel, good evening. King of Time, and Nan. Night, that's just a bot, don't worry about that. Ooh, 8 Hades, Mighty Fight You Shushbugs, good evening, Cardboard Children, welcome into the stream. Dr_Plem, a sponsor of the stream. Grugger Smith, one of our walkers tonight, that's me. Bread Santa, welcome to the stream. Making FBK. Oracle of Truth, welcome here. Stacey, Jonathan Thames, Stream Element / just a Boom_Funks, welcome, pleasure to see you. Mindai, My Bubble, Reception Music, Red Kyote, Shitehawk, welcome Shitehawk, and Sudden_Beth. Egg. A pleasure to see you all here, and if it didn't shout your name out, it's because the Twitch API is truly not very good at updating its own viewer list. Okay, we've got a lot of eggs in the chat. Feel free to get the eggs out of your... Okay, should we do a timeout on Bread Santa? Should we just time Bread Santa out? This is... Oh, we got a welcome bear coming in here from Gomalon.
Thank you so much for triggering the welcome bear. I love seeing you faces in the chat. I love seeing this community go from strength to strength.
Welcome, Gomalon. Great to see some new users in the chat. And of course, this is a grandma mode stream, so if anyone does have any grandmothers, be it their own or any in their local community, this is appropriate. Actually, I haven't watched all of the walks beginning to end, so I don't know. Someone could drop an F-bomb mid-walk. I don't know.
Thank you so much for triggering the welcome bear. I love seeing new users in the chat. And I love seeing this community grow from strength to strength.
I'll be going to disable stuff while watching walks. I was not initially going to. Many of the walks are
closed.
Was it a poll? Okay, I didn't realise there was a poll. The winner of Do You Feel Welcomed is with 8 votes. And yes, I'm a grandma in second with 2 votes. I was going to not, because some of the walks, while some of the walks are fully commentaried, some of the walks are not, and they are more vibe pieces. I was hoping that people would show some respect to what people have made, and if they don't, I will disable everything and we'll just start from the beginning. But however, I realise that could be a point of contention, so let's see. Should we disable everything during the walks? 1, no, we'll be good. Yes, we can't be trusted. And then it's really up to you.
No.
It's really up to yourselves, isn't it? Okay. Okay. That's coming through loud and clear. Yes, it's good that we know ourselves and we know one another, don't we? Yes, that's fair. Okay, I can account for that. That's fine. Is it okay to do a walk while watching the stream? Well, like I have just explained, Butler Barbie, many of the walks are just ambiance and visuals. So you're very welcome to. But you will miss out on perhaps probably the quite important features of the videos. Some of them, however, are fully commentaried, so you will get stuff from that, definitely. Category TakeAWalk, we know ourselves. Remove TakeAWalk. Remove TakeAWalk doesn't do anything, Oracle. You've got to specify what you want to remove from the category TakeAWalk. I've also disabled CAG because of you. So we are going to be operating with a template like this. Each walk author will get a box with their name on it. We will decide a screenshot that best represents the walk. We will update it all, and then these will be grouped, and we will just rank them based on their overall score. You do have access to this mirror board, but all you have license to do is leave comments. And that's it, really. Does everyone feel like they understand what's happening? Does anyone have any leftover questions that they want to ask?
Poll closed.
The winner is this.
How many walks have we got? I think 7. However, I don't expect to get through all 7 tonight. I am not going to rush or go at any particular pace or try to cover a certain amount. I'm happy just to take it as we go. I think this will stretch over at least a couple of Wednesdays. Are there extra points for small animals being involved in the walk? Depends. If you talk to the animal, you could maybe say it's community. If it's a really interesting animal, if it's a scary animal, maybe you get bravery points. I think there's ways that an animal could score here. Can we add aggression? No. I think there's something beautiful about four metrics, like the 4 classical elements. Okay. If it's cute, it could be aesthetic. If it's a beautiful animal, yeah. How do you score bravery points? We're just going to muddle through. This is broadly very unscientific. And if people wildly disagree with my assessment, we just turn it over to a community vote. Can we start calling this the first annual Rate My TakeAWalk? You can call it whatever you like. Let's see how the stream actually goes before we plug this into a permanent part of the streaming calendar. However, I'm pretty confident. I'm pretty confident. Are we ready for our first walk? Let's commit. It's a vibes-based scoring system. Okay, let's see if the remove random works, and we'll search walk. Hoomst will be our first walk. That hasn't worked. I think I called the category walk. Let's try again. Sometimes it just throws up zeros. Random walk. Okay, I'm glad you removed the 0. Can you just do me a random walk? There we go. Our first walk is from Oracle of Truth. Now, I'm going to set this up in a separate scene. So that we can just watch the walk and not have to worry about ourselves ruining it for ourselves. That will only take a second. I didn't want to be first. Who does? Whoever wants to be first. However, you have not been singled out for this. It was pure random. Okay. I won't be able to change the volume at the beginning before we get in, but we'll see how we get on. This is our first walk of the evening from Oracle of Truth.
Welcome to my TakeAWalk to Ballyknoe Stone Circle in the tiny place of Ballyknoe. This is my first time editing, but it's pretty professional, I think you will find. Oh yeah, I forgot there was a train station, or it used to be a train station, so I included this for all the train geeks. Look, you can see where the track bed used to be, just there. And that is a train house building. There's some train building things. Some people live in there. It's a bit run down. I kept this bit in because this fence gate makes a really cool noise. Yes. Nice. So the pathway down to the stone circle has got a kind of hawthorn tree pathway, and all along it kind of pagans and spiritual hippie type people have attached various offerings and things to the trees. This is an extremely important religious item here. This is a smurf. It's an Irish smurf. It's a crochet thing. Hawthorns are quite important in Irish mythology and herbalism. They symbolise the heart. This is a stone in a bag next to another stone. I sped this bit up. It's not that interesting. It's all very similar. It is really cool. It's quite spooky as you go along it. But there's some really nice things attached. This is that bear that everyone likes. And then there's some other things. This has been crocheted, but then I think this has been left by a mental health charity. There's some information in the back. The stuff ranges from like little artistic things to truly haunting art. And things that don't make any sense. Din. This one's quite nice. It's got a heart. Some of the stuff genuinely is, I think, left by people who have an actual spiritual connection to the place, but a lot of it just seems to be very, very odd. Butterfly. See, information. Nice. So thank you all for your blessings. Oh, and I saw a horse. Of course, I said hello to the horse as well.
Hello, the horse.
At the very end of the kind of pathway leading down to the stone circle, there's like a little kind of shrine bit where people have left various offerings that are important to them. Got some doors, some coins, including 2p's. Of course, you've got the BMW keyring. That's quite spiritually important. Some stones and shells and shit. Unfortunately, the gate doesn't make as good of a noise. So this is the stone circle. It's 6,000 years old. I think it's a burial cairn. It's got like concentric stones around it. Some corpuscular rays coming from the sky there. In the centre was, when they've excavated it, they found some bones. I think it's a burial cairn of someone quite important. And then it was used continuously for about 4,000 years. With people performing rituals and burying other bodies in the same area. This is a fairy tree. So this is a hawthorn tree kind of standing by itself. It's got lots of important significance, so people have attached various little offerings to it. Some of them are genuinely quite sweet. The doors thing, I don't get. And that's my walk to Ballyknoe Stone Circle. It's a really beautiful area, and I was lucky that I had really beautiful weather. You have that was a TakeAWalk. We took a walk. The walk has been taken. Thank you for taking the walk. How do I edit this bit out?
WAW in the chat for... Actually, what does WAW stand for? Walk a walk? Anyway, claps in the chat for Oracle of Truth, the first walk submitted to rate my TakeAWalk. I'll add some gentle music in our background. Are the scores out of 5 or out of 10? Out of 10. And so now our thankless job is to work out exactly how this walk is going to score. I think the first thing to do is find a screenshot of the walk that helps us remember it. For me, I think it has to be when we first see the stones and we see the sunlight coming down, like so. Is there an earlier shot? Oh, that is very nice. Maybe this? And we can see the stones and the sun at once. Maybe that? Or do we want a direct on of the stones with the bush or something like that? That or the tunnel. The tunnel is actually takes up more time in the overall video, so there's maybe a good argument that it should be the tunnel. If I find a good shot of looking down the tunnel. Yeah. Do you know what? I think it's more impressive to see the tunnel move, but it's also kind of nice. I like seeing this. I like because the I think the bush reminds you of people leaving stuff. It's a clear shot. It's nicely evenly lit, and you can see the stones. So it's a bit of a combination of everything.
I have to come clean. My brain is utterly fucked.
Welcome. We've just watched We've just watched our first walk from Oracle of Truth. Yeah, if there are at any points any Grandma reviews, feel free to let us know, King of Time. Grandma mode is still active. Now, my proposed way of ranking it is that I will talk you through my thoughts. I will propose a number, and if you all disagree, then we start opening it up and we might do a poll on it. And also to help me work all this stuff out, I am opening up a voice channel on the Discord called Rate My TakeAWalk. And if someone wants to come in and talk through their thoughts. Is it out of 5? No, it's out of 10. It's out of 10. So I'm putting 5 in the middle because that's neutral. That's very good. So, if we say that 5 is the very middle. Aesthetics, I think this ranks pretty good for aesthetics. Community, there's a clear community spirit. Uniqueness, I mean, it's an old fairy circle. I don't know how unique these are in Ireland. I don't expect this is the only fairy circle that's near a tunnel, although maybe Oracle could say more. Bravery. No, I think it is above average bravery to go near a fairy circle, because if you're unlucky, you'll be transported via the fairy circle into the world of the Fae. And, you know, you'll get Thomas the Rhymer, and then that's it. Dead. Yeah, we're not cursed. It's not the circle is cursed. It's the Fae folk, you know, could magic you off, you know. Or you could be put under a glamour and go a bit, you know, loopy bonkers. So there are risks. Also, just don't eat the food. I mean, there are other ways of getting got. I liked that green stone that was next to another stone that was in a bag. But to me, the green stone looked like a sweet. And I want to look again and see, is it a sweet? It's got to be high on community. I'd say no one gets actually, we're just observing community rather than taking part in community. And to me, that would give it a community point of 8. Because there's a lot of community going on. But when I think theoretically, what will the maximum be? The maximum for me, where Oracle would have got more points, is if Oracle also put a thing in the tunnel. And that's when I think a 10 is there anything else that could be here that would move it towards a 10? I can think of something. I'm giving it an 8. Aesthetics, I think it's very beautiful. What would make it more beautiful? I don't know, really. I think some locked shots. I think just some shots that are still at times. But it is a walk thing, so I don't know. People walking forwards and the camera bobbling along with them kind of really rank someone down from that on a walk video. A real fairy? Well, you're right. Can I mark someone down on that? Exactly. And you don't need to go up to someone and talk to them, IRL. But the idea of participating in this tradition, that would have hit it up to a 10 for me. Nice walk, no fairy. And I think -3 is a bit harsh. Bravery, I'm going to tick it up. I'm going to tick it up to maybe 6. Can I go up to a 7? No. Not really. I think it's a very... I didn't see any evidence that Oracle went into the circle as well. Oh no, maybe this is from inside the circle. Oh, yeah, this is from inside the circle. Okay, that's going up to a 7 for me. Going inside a fairy circle is very dangerous. So, that's going up to 7 for me. Uniqueness. I think it's quite hard to find a fairy circle. They're unique in only certain parts of the world. And the combination of that and this, what is it called? Like a something tunnel? Old, isn't it? I don't think it's the only one in the world. I think there are others. But I'm going to give it a 7. I'm going to give it a 7. Still quite high. And I may come back and reassess these. It's very hard when you're doing the first one, because you don't really know where the bar is for anything. I don't think we get a solid 10. Aesthetics, I feel like I'm going to give it a 6. There are times when it is very beautiful and it does look in on everything. Do you know what, actually? There's a lot of varied shots. There's a lot of varied shot. We're looking at subjects far away, nearby. We go somewhere dark. It's actually got a lot of dynamism. So I'm bumping it up to 7. I think this is quite a high score. This is a 9. Okay, who wants to argue? Who's very unhappy about these numbers that isn't Oracle themselves? You think higher? You think aesthetics more? Okay, let's aesthetics seems to have. All right, poll. 1. What aesthetics score should this get? And presumably people want on the higher end, so I'll just do 6, 7, 8, 9. I don't know, how's that going to work? 1, 6. 2. Oh, hang on, we don't have enough things for this. I want to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One lower, 2 higher, 3. This is good. 4, 10. Is this a good poll? Bring up the 100+ interface. And if someone has any very strong opinions, the voice channel is still open in the Discord if people want to argue. Every toss here is available for arguments. I think you can vote Oracle. Lots of other people are voting. Okay, so no one's voting for 10. So we think you can't be objective. No, of course, but who can? Who can? Okay, that's fine. Then that gives us...
Poll closed.
Well...
The
Okay.
winner is
What score for aesthetics? People want higher, so higher than 7 leaves 8, 9, and 10. Is it going to be able to handle just these numbers? I think they might confuse it. Can it handle this?
poll open.
Right. There you go. This will determine what score it gets. Okay, it sounds like it's going up to an 8. Okay, what's 16 plus 14? That's 30. So the overall score here is a 30. It's a very strong opener. Yeah, and take into account that Oracle used Kden Live to edit. I think there's something, given that the theoretical maximum is 40, getting 30 is amazing. Well, I think you're also disadvantaged by first video as well, because I'm reticent to give out any 10s, for instance, at the first video, because that seems hyperbolic. So who knows? Oracle user made a program doesn't exist. Yeah, I mean that just the scoring system doesn't take any of that into account, to be absolutely honest with you. Maybe the rest. Let's hope that they are. To be honest, I think walks that are really good are kind of harder to score, aren't they? Because you want to do them justice. Whereas if some of them are just shit, you know, bang a number on it and move on. Okay, is this poll ever going to end? Something gone wrong here? Hello, Catbox. We've just watched one walk, so you haven't missed too much. Should have recorded a walk in Starfield. Ah, no one's done that. I would accept it. Not really what I'd have in mind, but I would accept it. What's going on with this poll, eh? Well, it doesn't matter. I'll see if I can sort the poll. No, actually, what's going on with this poll? You're going to tell me there's a poll running, right? Hello?
Poll open.
Oh wow, it really did just not work. It didn't end itself.
Poll closed. The winner is this.
Okay, no idea. No idea. New error. Okay, great. Oh yeah, it kept all the point breakdowns. Strange. Are we ready for our next walk? We have our first, scoring with the impressive 30 points. Let's a walk. Laura in the chat if you want to let's a walk. If you come into the voice chat, we ought to hear the walk audio. No, I recommend people who want to discuss the walks, watch them through the stream normally, come onto the voice chat and talk to me about them in between. Our next... Can you make a late submission? Sure. Did I randomise walk or walks earlier? I feel like I put it in walks. Was it walk? Alright. A healing stew. Very nice. Okay, our next walk. Gregor Smith. Or if you'd prefer, Gregor Smith. Or Gregor Smith. Or however's best to pronounce it. Not picky. Okay, well, I'll just say Grugger Smith because that's what I've been saying. Feels disrespectful though because I can't imagine that's what you had in mind. Our next walk is from Grugger Smith. Wow. Wow. I did my best with this one. Just when people sent me their files, I just verified the file integrity. I made sure they worked. I just looked very, very briefly. I didn't watch them. And so I hadn't seen that one properly all the way through. That is chilling. That is chilling. Albrot, we may be on similar thoughts here. So the way I'm going to approach this, first of all, we need to pick the screenshot. For me, I think the screenshot that sets this off is probably, it's either when we first look at the tower. I think there's a bit where we just zoom in on this tower here. Oh, I've lost it somehow. Could it be this? Stairs are good. The door of the tower. We'll take a look. We'll take a look at our options. That. Okay, that's 2 minutes 24. I like that, but that's just a brief shot, whereas actually we spend a lot more time properly in the dark. Yeah? We loved the walk. Gru. Yeah, I think it probably will be that, but... Oh, I love when the torch flickers around and... Everything here relies on the movement. You never get a lot in one shot because we're moving around in the dark. I think 2 minutes 24. We'll know what it... And also, it helps us when we're looking... When we have lots of walks to look at. It will help quite a lot to be like, oh, the tower. I like you to see a little weather vane on top as well, which actually makes it seem a little bit less scary. However, when we get to the bravery section, do not worry. I am fully acknowledging that it deserves supreme amount of marks. Okay. So, what I'm going to do, by the way, the voice chat is open if anyone wants to come in. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through what seems like the most obvious thoughts, and each thought should have a bearing on the score. The first and most obvious thing to talk about here is bravery. I saw a lot of calls for 11. I'm quite happy to do that because it has to lose points on community. The only point it's going to get back for community is we do at some point make contact with this person through the mirror dimension, and I think it was good to see someone in the tower. Sign with the guy in it. I just don't think that's enough. But I'm willing to give more bravery points. Who do you think built the tower if not community? Do you think that's how we're doing it? Do you think if we see many human-built structures, if there's ghosts? I think breaking rules is potentially good for community. Grandma says should do well on bravery. It's doing extraordinarily well on bravery. I'm happy to break the bravery rules. Uniqueness. Well, let's say aesthetics. I'm going to pop it up at 8. Well, I think the aesthetics are gorgeous. Do you know what I want to say? It's a small point, but starting at the car. And just showing, okay, we're somewhere in the world. And we start the walk. And I think we just cut in. So we're here. It's somewhere I kind of recognise as being a civilization. I can see a tarmac road. I could see a house. I could see a tree. I could see a cut lawn. But it doesn't take long before we're nowhere, you know? We're dislocated. Starting at the car just feels so cool to me. I think other people, less seasoned filmmakers, would have started in the path. Hello, Ava. We're ranking walks. So people have submitted walks that they've taken, and we're ranking them on 4 criteria. Aesthetics, community, uniqueness, bravery. Grugra Smith has just provided a walk of going into a Templar tower at night. Possibly and probably without permission. So I was just talking through it. This walk was about what we didn't see. I have to say there just seemed to be lots of micro decisions. It was just very cool, wasn't it? But 9 seems quite a lot. It's quite dark. But then the zoom, the look up to the tower. I mean, look at this screenshot. I'm torn between 8 and 9. How do I submit? Email me. Just email me the file. Hello, Harry. Help me with this. Help me with this. What for aesthetics? 1, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think it's going to be 7 or above, personally. There wasn't a lot of colour. You don't need colour, do you? Let's do it in 2 polls, right? One is low, mid, high, 4, 10. This is the first poll. It's only a minute long. What are we giving it? Low score, mid score, high score, or 10 for aesthetics? Is it more about the scenery or videography, camera work? It's about everything. It's about anything and everything that you care about that falls under aesthetics. Okay, great. So if it's high, I'll do a second poll and it'll ask if you want 6, 7, 8, or 9. Just to make, yeah, you'll have my email somewhere. People have recorded a first-person view of their walks and emailed you for you to rank. Is that what you're saying? Yep. And by walks, I don't mean the way they walk. I think there's some ambiguity. Some people might think I mean gait, like the way they walk, they move their legs. But it's not that. Oracle went to a fairy circle in Northern Ireland. And Grugra Smith went up a tower.
Winner is this.
And I will add. Have there been prior walks? What do you mean? To like a priory? I will add to walk. Is it walk or walks? Cat box. Rate my gate. That's quite good, isn't it? Okay, so 1 what for aesthetics? Do we want 6, 7, 8, or 9? God, it's so hard to type that out and not get confused.
Poll open.
In terms of uniqueness, uniqueness I think is about the location. I think there's lots of historical shit all over the United Kingdom. But a big old tower that you can just go in at night is a rarity, and it takes some of the it takes somewhere uniquely countryside-y like Lincolnshire to allow you to do something like that. So I think for uniqueness, not mega high, but at least a 7, I'm thinking. It is a rare walk. Are all the walks verified? Explain. Like, in case it's like a pirated walk that someone's ripped off the internet.
The winner is.
Oh, is it a draw?
This.
Okay, and then it's 8.5. Right, that's the way to do that. That's 8.5. Yeah, easy. So uniqueness, I want to give it a 7. Poll 1. Is this score good? No, discuss further. 2. Ship it.
Poll.
Okay. How do you think? 1 if you think no, this score's way out of whack, and 2 if you think nah, send that off. That's good to go. For which the whole thing, the entire score you can see here. Okay, looks like people are pretty happy. Then what does this come to? So that's 10.5. That's 17.5. Then that's 28.5. Yeah, cool. In terms of what, the stream, or how long have people been invited to submit their? I think the call out for submissions has been up about 3 weeks, maybe longer.
Poll closed. The winner is this.
So I think Ruger Smith, a tremendous walk. However, due to the lack of community, it has been pipped by Oracle for just having more community focus while also being very beautiful. And I do like that the first and second walk are kind of mirror images of each other. But they are both dealing with stone structures. One's flat, one's high, one's daytime, one's nighttime. One's full of little trinkets and beauty, and one's full of Dark Souls horror. I like them. The yin and yang of Rate My TakeAWalk. Ah, WoW is what a walk? Was the scoring scheme known? I don't know. I don't know how well I made that clear, the scoring scheme. I definitely forgot the scoring scheme several times. It's not too late, Ava. There will be... I don't think we'll cover all the walks tonight. Like, we're already nearly an hour in and we've done 2 and we've got 8 in total. The walk should be in my inbox. Okay, let me just open up a browser and download it. I will be downloading a .mov. God, .mov. .mov in this day and age. Catbox.mov. Already done. 8.3 megabyte. Now I see the benefit of the .mov file type. How long do the vids need to be? The cap is 5 minutes. No longer than 5 minutes, because walks can take a very long time. I'd say, Ava, if you want to score well on the leaderboard, take a little bit longer to think of your walk through. I think you might score higher with a bit of forethought. Do you get points to silly shoes? Yeah, if they're aesthetic or unique, or it's very brave of you to wear these out. Again, we're really not interested in we're interested really in aesthetics, community, uniqueness, and bravery. So you can just, like the idea of Oscar bait, where you think you know what the Oscar committee are looking for and just make a film to that. I think this is a gameable criteria. However, my contention is if someone does game these criteria, they're such good criteria that the walk will be good. A cub, absolutely. The tower has some fine examples of medieval graffiti. It's a shame. Maybe in the sequel. I did say that, but I've got no way of knowing. Okay, if we're all happy with that, I'll be ready for our next walk of the evening. And yeah, the leaderboard, I think from now this will just keep going until we run out of walks, and then the leaderboard is final, and that's that. And then that's done. Let's walk. It's walk, not walks. Thank you, Albert. Remove random walk. It's not age, is it? It's uniqueness. Old isn't one of the categories. Sudden Beth. Perfect. Then this is going to be our next walk. Let me just quickly set it up. SB's in the chat, please, with anticipation. This next walk is from Sudden Beth. Please enjoy.
is Mayhill in the Forest of Dean, and apart from being just a really beautiful place with a lovely view and a special atmosphere, it's got lots of lovely childhood memories for me. My parents used to bring us here on May Day every year at the crack of dawn, bundled out of the house at 4:30 in the morning to trudge up this big hill in our hats and scarves, watch the sunrise, watch the Morris men doing their thing. And it always just feels like tradition and a bit like magic. And it's a very special place for me. I seem to come here drawn back every time things go a little bit wrong in my life. You can see Mayhill when you drive down the M5. You can see it from all over the Cotswolds, all over the Forest of Dean, over towards the Brecon Beacons. It sticks out like a weird nipple on the horizon because of its funny little bunch of trees. And it always just means you're nearly home. You're nearly home. Usually a load of wild horses, well, semi-feral horses grazing on this hill. But today, no sign. It could be anywhere. Keeping my eyes out for any horses, but I think they might be sleeping. Pony.
WAW in the chat for what a walk. Another incredible stroll. That was really beautiful. I really enjoyed the commentary. Okay, first order of business. Let's decide on the screenshot. Do you know that's quite... That opening shot's quite good. Mayhill, it tells us exactly where we are. There Morris is also perhaps quite strong, although it only features for a little bit. And I kind of like when you see the tree, the nipple of trees. Dandelion could also be quite good. There's so many nice little shots in this that are just as good as the others. Do we want the horse? I got a feeling with enough countryside walks we'll see quite a lot of horses. I'm wondering if that will help jog our memories when we have more walks. Do we like? I just think this dandelion shot's quite charming. Trees or sign are distinctive. The sign is quite distinctive. I just think there's an aesthetic quality to a dandelion clock. And I don't expect we're going to get more dandelion clocks. I think I'm going to option that unless someone really disagrees. Really thinks I'm making an absolute whacked out call here. There is the shit as well, but I don't think I'd be doing Beth a favour by just plonking the picture of a shit there. I mean a poo, of course. Grandma mode is active. I wrote some notes. I thought would help me remember what to talk about. I really enjoyed the flashback of the Morris men. I just enjoyed the idea that we're on a walk and the walk conjures a memory and then we see the memory. I think that's incredible. So where's that going to go to? Uniqueness? Bravery? It's definitely a brave decision to throw a flashback into a walk video. And I think just the aesthetics of it and how it tells the story, I'm giving that an extra 2 points straight away. And of course you're remembering people and events, you're remembering being with other people, even the whole memory thing of thinking about your family and walking around. That's got to be community. And I think as well, it can't help but throw up some uniqueness because it's one thing to walk around and point your camera at a place, but by explicitly making the connection between yourself and that place, you make it unique because it connects to an individual. At the very least, that's popping a little coin in the uniqueness box. Uniqueness must be lower. Well, I think we can interpret these things. I'm not going to smash it up on uniqueness because I have a feeling it's a big and well-populated place and a lot of people probably have similar childhood memories, not identical, but it's not the same as going to, I don't know, a location that there is only one of in the world that no one else has ever been. 4-3, can I just say, the 4-3 gives a lot. I don't know how you can end up having a 4:3 aspect ratio these days unless you used... What was it filmed with? Have we got a sudden Beth in the chat? Really want to understand the... My phone, your phone just puts out a 4:3 aspect ratio. Huh, I thought most phones give you widescreen now. I think the flashback should be rewarded in aesthetic rather than uniqueness. It is. It is. Uniqueness was just for the tying the personal memories to the place, linking it to your own individuality. I want to give Nipple is brave, Pooh is brave. What did I give? What's that initial point for bravery for? Do you remember? I started on 5, I've made it 6. Did I say my reasoning at the time? Because definitely I think we can pop it up to 7 with saying nipple and thinking about childhood. Cows are very dangerous. That's true. To be honest, actually going near a bunch of cows is a bit scary. Would anyone not be brave enough to go on this walk? Would they be brave enough to film it all? I don't know. Bravery at 7. It is quite low brave. Do you know what? I like the walk a lot, but I'm not. It's not about whether I liked it. It's about a cub. So is it brave? I think there's a little bit of an emotional vulnerability. I think Beth goes kind of near a big poo and near a cow, and that's enough to get you out of 5. It's enough to get you out of the very middle, maybe. Then probably more community, because there definitely is a vibe here that needs to be reflected, and I think there's a wholesomeness, there's a good communication about life, and what it loses in uniqueness of, because it is a place that lots of people have gone. It's a well enjoyed public walking spot. Those points go straight into community then. Yeah. So how are we feeling about this? How do we feel about this? Oh, well, yeah, I've even got it in here. Look, cow community. It's right here. All covered. You happy with that? Let's just do a quick poll through everyone. How's the score looking? Let's think about it more to ship it.
Poll open.
You think it's way more unique than 6? Well, if you disagree, put a 1 in, and if I think a little lower on bravery. Up unique, but down brave. Well, anyone who disagrees, the uniqueness in the film with the walk, yeah. It's true. There's a bit of overlap in what we're talking about. Because sometimes we might go, oh, that was a brave aesthetic decision. Well, is that bravery or aesthetics? And in terms of talking about uniqueness being about your own personal relationship to stuff, that sort of community as well. Maybe it is an inexact science. It's almost like the criteria is subjective. I think we'll be able to add more rigor to this as we go along. I think.
The winner is this.
All right, looks like we are shipping it. So what's this? 8 and 8 is 6, and 6 and 6 is 12. 8 and 8 is 16. 12 plus 16 is 28. Is that right? Thank you, Dr. Plum. And while this may end up at the bottom of our list, everything is so tight. Like, there's not really anything in it, is it? Everything's coagulating in the very good category. That would look nicer there. What's our comment say? It's just a smiley face from Catbox. Very good. Very nice. And let me check in with everyone. How are we feeling about this now? How do we feel about, now that we've seen walks in relation to each other? 1, I'm feeling bad about ranking people's walks at all. It feels like a rotten thing to do. People have made these wonderful things, and I'm suddenly just deciding some of them are better than others. Might be by a cat's whisker, but I'm still doing it. It's just a handy structure for engaging with stuff. But look, I feel bad for creating this hierarchy. How did the other two do on bravery? Grugger Smith actually got 11 out of 10 for bravery. So we have had an example of, and I think, it's the struggle of following Grugger Smith, isn't it? Oh, it is true. I know that it doesn't really matter. Would a top trumps approach be better? How would I... None of it matters though as well. As long as we all remember that nothing matters. I don't want to get into the bureaucracy and admin of working out a whole new scoring system that doesn't actually rank things against each other. Unless someone... Catbox, we're going to watch one more walk. Unless you're willing to come into the voice chat now and explain to me your idea, we'll pop on and do another walk. Because the issue is that I don't quite understand it. But if it's something I could action now, quickly, then I could do it. I think a lot of people here probably just want to... Hang on. No, of course. We've been... Poll 1. Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Let me just...
Oh my... Why am I so... Oh, okay. Sorry, I didn't get changed after a Stardust stream.
Hello.
And I'm on my phone, so this isn't getting changed anytime soon.
That's okay. I'm happy to hear from the cake eating Matilda boy. I watched Carrie yesterday, and I realised it's just Matilda, but better.
I think maybe you're onto something. I think if we inspect a few more stories, we'll find out they're just Matilda. Just a bit of a Bildungsroman, isn't it?
Well, I also think that Miss Trunchbull gets a bad rap in that film, and really she's done nothing wrong.
I mean, I think she swings the girl by her pigtails, and that's...
Yeah, girl broke dress code. King was first. King was first with Carrie, and then Dahl came over and went, what if this was nice? What if this was a morality play? Anyway,
I don't know. It's not. Yeah. We're off topic. Right. Walk top trumps. Walk top trunks, buddy. So, what we're doing is we've got numerical rankings in different features, right? But I think where you've went, maybe this will assuage your ranking guilt. You can put this to the side if you don't want to. If you want to wallow in that guilt, like a hippo that did a crime. But I think perhaps, we could say, look, there's a winner for aesthetics, there's a winner for community, there's there's rankings for each of those possible sort of rubrics, but there's not like an overall winner. And your walk will be higher or lower based on that. And then maybe you could just stick like a genre on. So there's a whimsical walk, right? There's a magic walk, a scary walk, a memory walk. And I think themes will develop. I think you'll notice themes.
So we're still giving a numerical value to bravery, but we don't tot up the scores and give it a total score.
Yes. Yeah. So there's no like overall bulk apperception rating. It's just there's different things that we can rate it on.
But in terms of administrating this, I'd have to create like a bunch of different lists. One's for spooky, and then one for brave, and one for memory lane.
Oh no! So that's just a way of organizing them, right? That's just a way of like saying, oh, here's all the spooky walks. Don't worry about the genre bit. It's just on the 4 key rubrics.
Isn't the simpler thing, what I'm getting from Plem's suggestion, is that if I just remove the big number?
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I feel like that's core to what I was suggesting.
Yeah. And then suddenly, the ranking seems to have gone, and I just sort of move them around sort of more haphazardly, and then we just have a bunch of walks.
Yeah, so there's a question we can ask, right? Which is the bravest walk? Which is the most unique walk?
Mm-hmm.
You'll be able to answer that question.
Yeah. So maybe at the end we'll give out some special awards, and we'll tag them with those awards.
Brilliant, like a county fair where people have like big potato and really good baking, and I don't know, I've never been to a county fair, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, you're right. So what we'll do, because I remember going on a school trip or something, and for some reason they chose to give all the children little awards, and they just invented something so that every kid got one little thing. And that's what
Well,
we're
that's
gonna
what
do.
that's what I was going to say the genre thing would be, right? So we're thinking of like a nice, I guess, like button to put on it.
Mm-hmm.
So oracles would be the most magical. Greg's would be most likely to engage in a crusade.
However, if people do like a little conkers with it, if you've got like spookiest tower for Grugras, maybe another spooky tower might come along, and then they're still a head-to-head.
Love it.
Yeah.
Excellent.
There we go. All right.
You fixed it.
Before we end the stream, we'll give everything its own unique little badge, the thing that it most excels at, and then it will be broad enough that something could come along in the future to compete with it over that badge.
Yes. Yeah.
All right. Can we get some TYBBs in the chat for thank you, Bruce Bogtrotter?
You're very, very welcome. I return now to the chat after my exciting walk.
Enjoy your cake.
Oh, thanks, mate. It means a lot coming from you. Okay. Bye.
Bye. Okay. We have resolved everything, and the minor ground fog of bad feeling has been dissipated by the cake boy from Matilda. What walk will we be watching next? It's DR Plem. Perfect. I'm just going to set this up. I shan't be but a moment. Okay, are we ready for our fourth walk of the evening? LAW in the chat for Let's a Walk. Plem, don't spoil the surprise. And also I did just write down the person who emailed me. Okay, let's go. Submitted by Dr. Plem, but may not be exclusively featuring Dr. Plem. It is our fourth walk of the evening. Okay, not immediately playing. Just gonna check. Bear with me for just a second.
Welcome to my TakeAWalk to Ballynose Stone Circle in the tiny place.
Okay, that file's corrupted. Let me just re-get it. Sorry, I thought I had verified all these files. Not this one, it would seem. I downloaded something, but it is broken. No, it's because when I went to open the file in VLC just to check that it works, it didn't, and it just went back to the beginning of the playlist, which starts with yours. Just let me download it. Bear with me. I think it must be a big file and that's why it's not coming up with the download this option. Just let me download. Should we watch another while you troubleshoot? We could. We could. if it will just provide me the option to download, then it shouldn't take long. Oh no, it's a big file. Let's just see how this works out. Okay, this will take a minute to download. I think it is truly coming now. Apologies if my frame rate stutters a little bit during the download, but we really do just have to wait 1 minute. In the meantime, how many people do you think are alive now who have never committed a crime? There was some discussion that it could just be babies. None? No? 0? What about, yeah, some babies? Come on, some babies. 65? A lot of babies. Now, I know that in the United Kingdom and Scotland, although it's different ages, apparently it's different ages at which point you can become criminalised between England and Scotland. But I would say a baby can't do a crime because they can't be criminalised. So there's the little wedge where you're suddenly old enough to be criminalised, but you haven't done anything yet. Are you mad for crime? Natalie, you haven't committed any crimes. Are we talking criminal acts? Yes. Original criminal act? No. We have to observe a sin-crime distinction. Mad for crime? M4C in the chat if you're mad for crime. And IHCM in the chat for I hate crime, me. Has anyone here committed a thought crime? I was in King of Time stream the other day and everyone was committing thought crimes. It was really, honestly, it was brutal to see. Truly sent me banana loopy. Is watching illegal doink a crime? If you, I mean, you've said illegal there. I don't know what doink is, but you've said illegal. Has anyone here been committed in Crimea? Protests a crime now, yeah. It's also a crime to have a laugh. Don't know if you heard about that. Is there a crime to do a poo after midnight? Okay, that download is now complete. You are thinking about crime? Think no longer. Are we once again ready for our fourth walk of the night? LAW in the chat for us to proceed. Okay, submitted by Dr. Plem, but not exclusively featuring Dr. Plem. This is the fourth walk of Rate My TakeAWalk.
We are here at St James's Park at the Drinking Fountain. I'm here with Dr. Plem and Andy Plem. Hello.
Hello. To prove your point, the honking of geese. Which way are we going? Are we going?
Let's go down this way, see if we can see a pelican.
Yeah. Gosh, I feel like
a heron.
Just walking around filming it.
Can you do a heron impression, Andy?
What do you mean, can I do a heron impression?
Yeah, just stand near the heron. Yeah. What type of goose is this brown goose, Andy?
Brown goose.
I can see the pelicans.
Yes.
I can't figure it out. That's good. Sometimes they're not out.
Really?
Yeah.
They're the best feature.
Is that cormorant?
They should get enough that they can have them out on rotation.
I think that is a cormorant.
Oh, I think someone might have pelican food.
Wow, really? Let's go.
Or something the pelicans want at the very least.
And a swan. And a Hawaiian goose.
Is that the same as a nene?
Yeah.
Oh, what's
this? A baby.
Oh, yeah.
They used to be on
Baby goose. Wow. Good birds. Ooh, a potsherd.
I'm zooming. No, don't get behind the tree. What do you think of my bird counter, Andy?
There is a pelican right here.
I counted pelicans. 1.
You offer to be Giraffe the Pelion Mead.
Oh yeah.
Would you do it?
Yeah. Right, can we show some respect to whoever this old guy is, please?
Chelmsford Van Hire, man.
Is it like a German?
Yeah.
Chelmsford Van Hire.
Off hire.
Look at this.
What's that?
Australian swan? Sorry, can we just stop to pay our respects to Princess Di?
Huh?
It's the Princess of Wales Memorial Walk.
Is that what we've been doing?
We've been doing the Princess Diana of Wales.
We've been
You made us do this. Diana of Wales.
Yeah, just out of respect.
Catherine, it is the anniversary of the Queen's death.
Huh?
Who's that?
This old guy?
Shouldn't be up there.
What was he doing up there? What was he doing on that plinth?
What was he doing on the plinth? What type of ice cream are we all getting?
It's vanilla, obviously. We'll have to hop this. Yeah, that was elegant. Oh yeah. Yeah.
That's the world's largest cantilevered observation wheel. What? The world's largest cantilevered observation wheel. We don't call it a Ferris wheel.
No?
You get a lot of trouble for using the F word.
Wow.
It's not moving. They've stopped the eye.
775 rooms, 52 bedrooms, it's got its own swimming pool, it's got its own post office, its own private cinema. Goodbye.
Hi, everybody.
Thanks for joining us on our walk.
COW and WAW are both in the chat, double-barreled. What an incredible walk. I can see some very high scoring on there and some potential badge making in the works. Right off the bat, let's get into our normal process. What do we think is the thumbnail, the screenshot that summarizes this walk? It could be the goodbye waves. Although it does say goodbye everybody on it. It could be the ice creams. Ice creams sort of sum up this is a nice day at the park. This is also quite a fun screenshot. Pelican. Chelmsford Van Hire. Let's see how well I can scrub through to specific things. I think maybe... No, that's the second plinth. The first plinth... Do we really want Chelmsford Van Hire? We've set a precedent so community needs 11. I do think... Do we want 10 or do we want 11 for community? It does feel like that has to be smashed up to the top. Well, yeah, when we do think what is the actual thrust of the video, it is birds and counting the birds. That is, and this with the caption "Wow, good birds," I think could be a winner here. I think it summarizes a general tone. Yeah, let me get this screenshotted and embedded so that Mighty Fighty doesn't have to see the birds quite so much. Okay, that's nice. Okay, right off the bat, I think 11 for community. Now, where are we going with the rest of this? Aesthetics, it will definitely score high. Uniqueness, I don't really know how to think about that here. I don't know how to give it some uniqueness points. Bravery points, I feel like vanilla ice cream. There was an opportunity to score. If I saw KOT having pecan or that other nut that begins with a P, green ice cream, you know, I just think there's there's an obvious point that needs to be. Then you had vanilla. What, in London? I just think there probably would have been a way to get a different ice cream. Don't pistachio there. That's a good ice cream. They were in their comfort zone. It isn't a brave location. However, I do want to give at least an 8. There was music. There was birds. There was a whole. There was bird counting. There was an activity. I think ranking the birds gives something. I do want to give a uniqueness point for the walk taking place on the 1st anniversary of the Queen's death. -1 for Londoners. Where do I take that off of? I don't know. The ability to recognise birds and provide London stats increase uniqueness. To be honest, I will give something there. I think you get some of KOT's specialised knowledge. You've got a lot of birds you can't see normally in one place. That's enough for an extra point. I think there's no way to give bravery points that I can think of, but I am deducting 1 for vanilla, at least partially, because I find that funny. I'm happy with that. Anyone want to give well, also, but living in London, well, I'm not. I don't know. I'm perfectly happy with it. None of these are really criticisms. I'm not in any way dissatisfied with the content of the video. We just have to configure it via this score system. That's all. Alright, I've put some numbers down. Are we happy with these numbers? Or are we not?
Open.
I think we've got time for one more walk. Then we'll badge up what we've got. And then that's it. That's it. That's the stream. That's the stream as we know it. So I think this will probably get something like most birds. Just as sort of an idea. That's just in pencil at the moment. Like, I don't necessarily think that tracking down and doing something more mad and specific and difficult to replicate would make a better video. But we're not necessarily just ranking if the videos are good. We're just using this score system.
The winner is this.
Okay, we are shipping it. So shall we do one more walk and then we'll talk about these badges and how the badges work. Does that sound good? The badges should be used making the emoji mashing app. I'm on a computer, but if you can find a way for me to make them on a computer, then that would be ideal. For most birds, I'd like to mash up bird and bird to see if we get lots of birds. We'll see. Random walk. It's walk, innit? Right. What walk's coming up next? It looked at some options, and then it's just 0. Alright, let's try this again. You could commission a chat member to make you mash Mokis. Yes, sure. Yeah, sure. It's a shame though, I won't be able to make the mash mokies myself. I would like to see all the options with my own eye-brain combo. Okay. What do we got? It's Jonesy Russell. Let me quickly and quietly prepare this. This will be our final walk of the evening. It's nice to see the fellow walkers smooching. That's very nice. That's a community point right there. Ah, great. I'm just going to click on that and move that over here. Oh, that is good. Okay. This is our 5th and final walk of the inaugural Rate My TakeAWalk session. It was made by Josie Russell. Please enjoy. TakeAW in the chat. What a walk indeed. Was that, can you confirm, Joseph Russell, was that bona fide trespass we just watched? Also, hello to new viewer, Dino Game Fan, was it? Dino Game Player, welcome. Tonight we are doing a stream where community members have filmed themselves walking and submitted that, and then we're ranking them and rating them according to a criteria of most aesthetic, most community, most uniqueness, and most bravery. This contained actual bodily harm, not intended. We don't promote bodily harm, but someone got stung by a nettle. They had a plant's venom inserted into their ankle. They trespassed. They went near the Severn River, which could easily pull you under from even yards away. I think there's it's no spooky tower, but it's definitely braver than going up a hill. Is it braver than going to a fairy circle? Yeah, I think it has to be. It has to be braver than the fairy circle, so it's 8. You want to see dinosaurs? I don't know how to help you. And there are no dinosaurs here. The only way I'd show you a dinosaur is by going on Google Images, but you have access to that yourself. Do you think an 8 is too much? It's only because I think it has to be Oracle 7. Because I think it is braver than that to trespass and go near actual things that hurt you. Not braver than a stone circle with a fairy tree. It is, though. It is. Aesthetics, I liked that it was a single shot. I liked the strings. Jonesy, there was none of the original audio in there, right? Did you take all the original audio out and replace it with the strings? I think that's interesting. 9 for bravery? No, because at the end of the day, I think it's more of a technical trespass. And nettles do sting, but they're not. You know, you'll be fine. Uniqueness? It's hard to say. It was very beautiful, but was it a unique walk? As someone who walks along waterways all the time, maybe I take that for granted. Yeah, I think we're all happy with bravery. Community? Definitely saw some people on boats. Uniqueness, aesthetic. Aesthetics, thought it was very beautiful. It was a very nice time of day. In fact, speaking of aesthetics, let's look through and find the ideal screenshot. It's probably this, you know. It's like a really nice couple of shots of the river. I think it's this, you know. I think this is it. I think it's very pretty. I like the single shot. I like the music.
Thank you so much for triggering the welcome bear. I love seeing new faces in the chat, and I love seeing this community grow from strength to strength.
Thank you for triggering the welcome bear, Catbox. Love seeing new users here in the chat. Oh yeah, easily. So let's say, at the very bare minimum, the aesthetics are 7 because it's just very pleasant to look at, and with the boat addition, we'll give it an 8.
Thank you so much for triggering the welcome bear. I love seeing new faces in the chat, and I love seeing this community grow from strength to strength.
Thank you, Dino Game Player, for triggering the welcome bear. Love seeing new faces in the chat. Apologies again for the lack of dinosaurs. Oh, we've got a new face in the chat here as well.
Sean, thank you so much for triggering the welcome bear. I love seeing new faces in the chat, and I love seeing this community grow from strength to strength.
Welcome, Harry Hardy, to this community. Who was that? I don't know. I was hoping one of you would know. Every time it comes up, I hope one of you would know. I don't know. I don't know who it is. Is it one of you? Is it one of you guys? I keep thinking every time it comes up, one of you might go, oh, that's me. But it hasn't happened yet. It's not Beth. Yeah, that's how we should do it. Everyone rule themselves out. Mark yourself safe from the portrait moded welcome bear. It's not me. Okay, community. There's some people on boats. Is that enough? Uniqueness. It's walking by the Severn River, but it's very long. There's probably lots of places to walk by the Severn River. I just don't know how to give it more points than this. My grandma is new, but saying she doesn't want to trigger the welcome bear. I don't want you to needle your grandmother on this, but is she willing to say why she's reluctant to trigger the welcome bear? If there's anything I can say to reassure her, I would be happy to do so. Bridge building equals community? Was a bridge built? Oh, yeah, alright, yeah. Bridge building serves the community. It's showing community infrastructure being built. It's the first single shot video. Yeah, okay. It's literally unique in being the only single shot. Everyone else has put cuts in. Because I'm shy. That's more than fair. That's more than fair. On Twitch we'd call that a lurker. But it doesn't... In this context, it doesn't have the normal bad connotations of lurking. It's less sinister. It just means someone who watches but doesn't talk. Does the community score reflect the neighbourliness in the video? And what neighbourliness is there in the video? It's not a mark against it, but I don't know if we really see. I mean, we see that there are neighbours. Do you know what I will do to give it an extra point? I couldn't find this place if I tried. Whereas other places on here, I think I could probably route them out and work out where they are. Some of them are like famous spots, or we see road signs, or some of them are historical monuments. This, it's just a fragment of somewhere. I could never experience this myself, so I wouldn't know how. Does that make it unique or generic? It's sort of hidden in plain sight. It's the uniqueness of genericness. Like if someone just showed the inside of a Tesco, I wouldn't know where they are. It could be anywhere. Unfindable. Yeah. It's just those little places. When I lived in a little village, I found and rooted out little spots that no one else seemed to know about, and little cut-throughs and little walks. That's good. Undoxable, yeah. Undoxable. That might be the badge. Least doxable. Let me verify. Yeah, that's a famous ancient site. This is a famous historical site. This is a big public park. This is the sign. It's a special hill. It's a what's the word? Like a piece of public green space. Is it the least doxable? Maggie. But that's the longest river in England. I think it even maybe goes into Wales. So the river's not narrowing it down here. I know maybe in America they've got huge rivers that make this seem paltry, but nevertheless, it's a big stretch. But you're right, if you really had enough time, you could walk both lengths of the Severn, but we're not going to do that, are we? So, and also, yeah, you are showing that maybe it's theoretically doxable. It's less doxable than these others. These others are very easily doxable. Okay, so what badges are we going to give for everything? Are we really stopping here? Yeah, we are. We are, yeah. Because we'll be back next Wednesday. I know you're desperate for us to see your video, Albrock, but it's chambered, it's loaded, it's ready for next Wednesday. And do keep in mind, everyone who's watching this, who's enjoyed seeing the walks, who may have ideas percolating in the back of their mind spine, submit them. Make a walk, can't be more than 5 minutes in length. Edit it if you know how or are inclined to do so. And we'll show it next Wednesday, or the Wednesday after if there's a deluge. There is technical help available and more information available in the Discord, just left in the chat. And I'm going to work out what special tags all these should get. Oh, and I did open this, the emoji kitchen. So I'm on a kind of forced to dark mode, so there is a spookiness to this. That's not supposed to be there. Bird. There'll be a bird in here, won't there? That's a bird. And can I combine bird with bird? Does bird combine with bird? Yeah, it does. What do we get? A bunch of birds. And we can copy the image. Great. That's great. Look at that. That's the most birds badge. This was such a good idea. I'm just going to pop it like coming off the corner like this. Badge. Most birds. That's good, isn't it? Least doxable. So how do we represent that in emoji? I'd say maybe a confused face, perhaps. Yeah, someone going, Maybe someone going, but they're crying because they're thinking, but they can't do it. Like, yeah, no faces. Why? Okay, well, should we look for map then? What's Joe's patience? Is it globe plus crystal ball? All right, globe, crystal ball. I wish I was a bit more adept at. Oh yes. That's so clever. That's such a good idea. Least doxable. This looks so much nicer. This is such a good idea. The badges. And there is this minor competitive element because something could come along to take the badge away. I think that's quite fun. Okay. So what's Beth's badge? Maybe not all of you saw it. It's what's the name of the location? Malvern Hills? Something I haven't got a good head for any names. May Hill. Oh, most poo. There is a little bit of poo in I don't think you want the most poo badge. There's a flashback. We see a lot of cows and a lot of horses. I do think that will be pipped though. I think a lot of people are going to go to the countryside for these. Smallest horse. Best flashback. Best flashback? Okay, yeah, sure. Clock plus ghost is best flashback. We'll take a look. We'll see how that looks. Does it matter what order you do these in with this? Is ghost plus clock the same as clock plus ghost? Clock. You'd think it might be in with these devices, but I guess clock isn't a digital thing, is it? It's an old thing. Where is clock? Where is clock? A sand timer. Clock. I think it's more of an alarm clock. I thought there were. Maybe the clocks aren't integrated into this very well. Where is clock? Okay, and will it give me ghost? Yeah. Egg. Yeah, okay, it's more of an alarm clock, but it is a clock, nevertheless, and therefore represents time. Yeah, go on then. Egg. Egg. Badge. Badge. Best flashback. I love the badge system so much. I think that's such a good idea. Well,
Egg.
Grugger Smith's is the most obvious. It's just the most scary. So I think Oracle's has to be like most magic. Your egg is still gross, yeah, Harry, according to your specifications. You paid me money to do that, so I'm not at liberty to alter your... No, I'm talking about oracles here, the fairy circle. I'm thinking most supernatural. Egg. Although the emphasis is more on trinkets people have left in the tunnel, so... Best stones. Egg.
Egg.
Yeah, we're in grandma mode, okay? So Harry, don't say egg. Best car key. Let's see what we got. Have we got a fairy? Egg. How about best local quasi-religious custom? Is there a fairy? There's a unicorn. Oh, that's in with the animals. I thought there was like a supernatural person's thing. Is there a cross? Anything that means religion? I guess they probably wouldn't want that mashed up with random stuff, so perhaps not. Representing an emoji? Well, I was thinking, I think it could be if I can just find a religious symbol. They won't give me any. There's the yin and yang of Taoism and the campaign for nuclear disarmament. Is that the closest to? Is that the most cultural signifiers we're gonna get? All right. No fairy? Come on. I don't think they're gonna give me a fairy. Well, as a cross just to represent religion, it might be the best I've got. Could we have oldest? Oldest feature? Oldest stone? Oldest stone could be good. Okay, surely they'll give me a rock. Hi, Holes. White man with a beard? I think all the people that look like people and not emoji heads are in the mashup. Come on, just give me a stone. Just give me a literal rock. God, this is harder because it's a much more limited emoji set. Oh, there is a rock, thank God. And then a trophy. That's quite fun. It could be a... No, that's a... Okay, oldest rock. Badge. Oldest rock. And then we got spookiest, or just outright scariest. So maybe there's a bat. I think the bat is the symbol of spook. King Bat. I made some rule that I don't really care about, that you shouldn't skip too far in place. Like you couldn't like film yourself walking a bit somewhere and then get in your car and drive for 5 hours and continue to walk there. It has to be more or less like you can skip ahead a bit, but you can't like go too far. That was one rule that I can't really enforce it as guidance. King Bat's fun. Scariest walk. Yeah, rate my generally contagious walk. And here are our walks for tonight. We had our scariest walk. We've had our oldest rock walk. Yeah, more or less, Ava, yeah. We got best flashback. We've got most birds. And we've got the least doxable. Are we allowed to submit a second walk? It's not really a competition. If you wanted to do a second walk and submit it. And you know what? Here's how we find out. Are people allowed to submit more walks? More than one walk. There we go. Excuse me? Okay, there we go.
Poll open.
What do we think? We allowing that? I don't really see an issue. If one person starts submitting an absolute glut of walks, I think I'd ask them to stop. Just if one person's dominating. But I don't see the issue. I think for now, I think this is very pleasant, just a very pleasant thing to do on a Wednesday evening. So I'm happy for people to submit what they like, really. Yeah, hashtag no walk glut. Yeah, it is calming, but it's also, it feels very engaging to engage with people's real places. It's not so invasive. We're not like period to their lives or anything. We're just getting a snatch of an environment that's not our own. I like it. Yeah, there you go, Josie. If you've got more walks, send them this way. I really want to make a walk myself. I've been a bit, I think I've got some post-viral tiredness or something. I haven't got the energy lately. But I might stick my own walk in here as well. I want to sellotape my phone to my tall umbrella and use it to take some kind of low locked shots and never show any progress in the walk. Tell the walk completely from uniformly lengthed still shots. That's my idea. I found a Miffy mural that's walking distance away. That's in a place that's the side of someone's house, but also sort of the public walkway. And I guess I'd like to try and show off some of those weird little findings. I want to do the stillest walk, yeah. Yes, and if people do want to send or talk more about walks, we have a Discord, we have a channel in it, Rate My TakeAWalk. And that's it. This was the first Rate My TakeAWalk. It'll be back next Wednesday. I will also, this Friday, in 2 days, it is the Mall Society Part 2, where we will have 7 presentations on different topics by community members. I am very excited for this one. Let me, in fact, share with you the program, because I think the program is looking ludicrously strong. It will be at the same time. It'll be on Friday evening. We will have Jonathan Bogus Meat Factory Meyer talking about improving game criticism, how I learned to stop worrying about objectivity and love the game, followed by Neversight, leftist Instagram memes, a retrospective, then Maggie FBK with the Rick Springfield wormhole, followed by Large Michael with Large Michael Presents Lowry's Ghost, A Quest for Rest, Speculations, Revelations and Spooky Perambulations, followed by Bird.exe, Women's Rights but also Women's Wrongs, Understanding Post-Feminism. Then King of Time with The Only Thing Charles Ingram, the coughing mayor, was guilty of was attempting to apply the Monty Hall problem to the 50-50 round of Who Wants to Be a Billionaire, and probably some war crimes. And lastly, Caitlin Stood of the Sea MK with a definitive ranking of the captains of the Below Deck franchise. This is a big week, and this will be the perfect capstone to a tremendous time. I'm very much looking forward to this. I know as much as you do about these talks, which is this information which was provided to me by the presenters. And that'll be Friday evening, 7:30 BST, 8:30 if you're CEST like some of us. I'm happy for people to wing it, write it on the day. Who knows, who cares? No one knows if you wrote it on the day or you wrote it months in advance. No one ever knows. And that's it. Thank you all for watching the stream. And thank you to everyone who's made it this far. That's right. I mean you. Olayla. Ava Liversidge, not welcome. Thank you for watching. Brent Santa, that you made it all the way through. Bubbly Blarbly. Thank you, Cardboard Children. You also made it all the way through. Maybe didn't say hello. Fluff Weasel. I missed someone out. Fluff 84 _ Natalie. Spoffo. That's new to me. Hello. welcome, Sun_Beth, King of Time. Hello, thank you for both of you for being in the chat. Boom_Thuns, Dawn_He. Thank you so much for being in here. Maggie FBK. I look forward to seeing your Pepsi Scrolls. Thank you for watching. Red King out. Hello. Stream Elements doesn't matter. That's a bot as well. Albert will do yours next week. Holes_79. Great to see you again. Oracle of Truth. Great. Walk. Summer. Good to see you. Good Pete. Hello. Hello, who's this? Who's that? Josie Hypatia, thank you for your great badge idea. Josie Russell, tremendous walk at 7. St. Lau, pleasure as always. That's me! That's Keto, thank you for popping your head in. Are you real, H? I know you're not, Alice. I don't think you're real at all. I don't think you're real. Oh, that's a bot. Bird, look forward to your talk on Friday. Matey Fighty, I think you've got a walk in the ready to go. Macbee, thank you for watching.
Friends, come quick. The horse has arrived.
Looks like the horse is here.
Oh, the horse is here.
Hark, the horse.
And now it's time for the horse.
Things are chugging.
Hello, Sean, it's me, the horse.
Hello, sorry for lurking.
That's no problem, Cardboard. Sorry for flushing you out with my new tool. They didn't mean to guilt you into a subscription, but I hope you enjoyed yourself. Oh.
Thank you for triggering the welcome bear. I love to see you faces in the chat, and I love to see this community go from strength to strength.
That's a hard one. It's a hard one. Anyway, great to see you, Mighty Fight. Love to see some new faces in the chat. However, I'm due and lay down, so let's see where we're going to raid off to, and I'll see you guys. On Friday night, where the Mall Society will return. Anyone got any strong preferences on who we raid into? Anyone got any friends, well-wishers, family members, non-enemies? Where would you like to go? Even if it's just to pop your head in? Say hello to someone who's doing a stream, and then you can do what you like. It's nice to make that first impression. And if you haven't already, please say hello in the Discord. Also, Danny Vowles is on. I don't even know who that is, which is great. Right, let's see who. I always feel like I raid into Angel at this time of day, and she's finishing up or really deep into a quiz. So I like raid. I rate her enough earlier on, where she's normally starting. Right. Let me load up Danny's stream. Okay. I will see you all later. Goodbye. Be well. Goodbye.